Amanda Span, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys joining me. This is actually my first video. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me here. But I want to just take a couple of minutes to talk about why I created this channel and why it was important to me. Some of you guys may know I have a background in entrepreneurship. I actually started off my career as a publicist in entertainment and then made the leap over to technology. After that, I went around the world throwing hackathons for different organizations, in particular for Black communities, to help connect entrepreneurs with minority developers. And then I worked for corporations building entrepreneurship ecosystems for them. After that, I started building my own accelerator programs. So built the first immigrant accelerator focused on the continent of Africa here domestically in the States. And then went on to work for Techstars, worked with Wells Fargo a little bit. And now I'm doing a lot of work in the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean. Along the way, I founded and co-founded 6 apps. So it has been an amazing journey. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys on this channel. But a big part of the reason why I created this in particular was, one, I kind of have a little fear of being on camera, and so I wanted to challenge myself to get over that. But secondly, about a year and a half ago, I actually got really sick. I ended up in the hospital. I was fainting uncontrollably. I went to every specialist you could imagine, ear, nose, and throat, cardiologist, neurologist, and we just couldn't get to the bottom of what was wrong. I was fainting left and right uncontrollably. We didn't know what was up. And ultimately what they found was that I was just incredibly stressed out. I was burnt out. We were in the midst of the pandemic. I did a good portion of the pandemic by myself. I was working harder than I ever worked before on multiple projects. I experienced 4 deaths from COVID and one of my friends drowned. And I was just grieving very, very heavily, and I was doing it in isolation, and it really took a toll on my mind and body. And you know, I think the first thing people tell you when something like that happens is to kind of reassess your priorities. And you know, oftentimes they tell you to take a lot of things off your plate. And so I first did that. I definitely, you know, start taking inventory of what was important and what wasn't. But also I started thinking about, okay, well, I really like what I do and the people I do it with, but I need to change how I do it. So this channel is all about creating or just making wellness a form of business development, right? Like, if you're not well and the people around you aren't well, that you can't thrive and you can't actualize your dreams and fulfill your purpose. And so this channel will not only share tips and tools about, you know, creating the startups of your dream, but it will also share wellness resources for entrepreneurs, for digital nomads, for working professionals, everything from meditations to yoga, for people who sit all day. Yeah, so we will have a ton of resources that you guys can explore at your leisure. These are the resources I wish I would have had before I got sick and when I got sick. And so I'm just making it happen to hope so you guys don't end up in that position, and you guys can thrive as the professionals and the great creatives that you are. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to sharing content with you.